Hi, and welcome to Dumb Moments in Anime. We've taken a break at looking at some dumb moments because, frankly, there have been none. We've looked at some genius moments though, and I've put out a review of the One Piece live action, so you can check that out. Speaking of One Piece, regretfully, it's going to be the topic of our dumb moments this week. And trust me, this is hard for me because One Piece, it's literally my favorite anime of all time. And I've watched every single episode of it, save for those recap episodes. Of course, there will be spoilers, since we're going to talk about what happened recently in the anime. So maybe you can just watch the recent episodes first and come back to this video so that you'd have an idea of what we're talking about. Before we start, just a little rant about that latest episode. So, in the last episode, they ended in a cliffhanger where Luffy was about to drop this big ass knuckle on Kaido. And you're expecting, man, what's gonna happen next episode? No? This is hype as fuck. And so you wait for a week and you're stewing in that excitement. So the next episode comes and then you're all hyped up. Come on, let's fucking go! And the first few minutes, it shows new clips, new scenes. He was about to drop that knuckle on Kaido. And then it's a recap episode? Like, we only got 5 minutes or something of new scenes. Like, what the hell is this? You made us wait for 1 week? And you're gonna give us a recap episode? That was such a letdown. And to be honest, One Piece has been doing that for all these years. I understand that they don't want the anime to catch up to the manga. And maybe this is their version of fillers, but still, it's disappointing. Okay, so rant over about that. But about the moment that we're going to talk about, in regards to that, there's this character that I haven't liked ever since he was introduced. And in this current Wano arc, he's been made much more insufferable. You know him, you love him, because I don't. The next shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke. You know what's irritating about him? He's had zero character development. None. Zilch. Nil. Sure, they made his body bigger. He's still a coward. Okay, granted, he is a kid. But when you consider that he's been around since Punk Hazard, you'd think that all the experiences he's had ever since that time should have made him, I don't know, a little braver. But the problem with him is he's still a coward. And then he'd have a brief moment of clarity and bravery, and then reverts back to being a coward. Rinse and repeat. So here are some examples of what I was talking about. So remember at first, when Momonosuke wanted to tell Luffy about the truth, back in Zou, he was afraid to tell it out loud. But when Luffy gave him some encouragement and pushed him to say what he wants, he bravely proclaimed he wanted to fight for Wano. Okay, character development. But then, when the war was about to start, he was scared again. And he was afraid that Kanjuro might kill him when he revealed that he was a traitor and all of that. So he was chickening out as he was being brought to Onigashima. But then when Kaido caught him, and he was asking who is the son of Oden, and Kaido even proclaimed that he will kill that son, Momonosuke bravely shouted to everyone, "I'm the son of Oden! Momonosuke!" Cool, you got brave again. But then, when Kaido's men started to chase around Momonosuke, together with Shinobu and Yamato, what did he do? He cowered again and hid beside the boob of Yamato? Like, what? That's not the reason I'm mad at him. Come on. Okay. Then, when he got thrown out of Onigashima and fell to the ocean, he suddenly found the courage to fly back up there again and decided he would be older through the powers of to the devil fruit powers of Shinobu. You see? There's a pattern. He's a coward now, then finds a little courage, and then becomes a coward again. It's so repetitive. And as I said, granted, he is a kid. So maybe that lends a little credence to this pattern. But still. Now let's take a look at this pattern in the recent few episodes.
早く君が君のホムラ雲でこの島を支えるんだ。拙者がこの島をそんなの無理でござる。頑張れ桃之助くん、ホムラ雲を出せ。そんなこと言われても無理でござる。出ぬものは出ぬ。自分で決めたことではないか。拙者はもうただの子供ではござらぬ。この国の将軍になる男でござる。鬼ヶ島をどけるなど無理でござる。で踏ん張らねば光月家の名が廃る。桃之助くん。
I guess that pattern is fine if it happens between chapters of the arc. You know, from Punk Hazard to Zo, and in between Zo and Wano. But when it happens in the same scene, almost, like only a few episodes apart, that's what's dumb. Please tell me in the comments if you agree with what we just talked about. No comment will be banned, as this is all what it is, an opinion. Well, mine is back with critical thinking, but we're arguing about illogical things such as anime. If you want to see more dumb moments or anime reviews, please check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!